We're on the coast, Te Tai Rāwhiti. We've just come through the gorge, the Waiweka Gorge that is.
Paul hates me getting watercress because I use a knife.
Well, how does he do it? He picks them
One at a time.
One at a time.
He does it
Green
right
fingers.
like that.
No, he does it properly.
Well, Maya and I have arrived over here on the coast. We're out with Air Hoa, he's down the side glassing. We're out looking for a pig or a deer. A handy one, but it's bloody cold. So it was nor'wester on our way over to the coast. Forecast is for it to turn to the south, and feels like it's turning to the south now. So she's pretty chilly. Round to the left, as soon as we get to that corner there, they'll be down on the bottom side.
So should stay.
It looked like there was two stags. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do it, eh?
Yeah.
Alright, get ready, son. The wind's not in our favour, but tough. We're gonna have to do it.
They're down there. They're down there.
Whoa.
No, you gotta go down the road.
Go down the road.
They're running to the river.
They're running to the river. No, wait till it stops, son. It's a bit far. It's running along the road, going up to the junction. Oh well, we missed that. Bit of a long way. Good morning. We got a mission on today. It's wet. We haven't got any deer, so we're out to get deer this morning.
Morena, my name is Boise.
Uncle Age. Morena.
Morena, I'm Caleb.
And that's big boy over there, Maya. Right, we're up for our hunt this morning. She's a bit wet outside. Looks like the southerly's come through. We're going to get a wet ass up in the trees, so it doesn't matter. Got to get out for a look. We're just having a feed on the hill. The boys hung at us a bit of wild pork. That pork's nice, eh?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So that's the secret ingredient, sweet corn relish. Beautiful. We're going to go down this mongrel truck and Bill's buggy. Adrian and Boise got a pig and a deer. So we're going down to pick the deer up. I'll get the story off them down there when we get down to the deer. This is Air Hau's buggy, one of them. It's got those tyres on, so we're able to go down the track. Yeah, I'll jump in, eh?
Seat in the back.
Okay. Right, we've just come down this mongrel steep track. It's greasy as anything, lucky that thing's got good tyres on it, Adrian. Oh, this is a mud hole. We can't get past here on the truck, it'll get stuck. So, we're walking down. And between us, we'll drag the deer up. Yeah, the creek down here is where they shot the deer. Adrian, over my shoulder, way up the hill there. Adrian left his truck up there. They came down a ridge, dropped into this creek, walked out the creek, snapped out the deer down there. There was quite a few of them apparently. So you came down the creek?
Yeah, we walked
Came around the tree.
Came around the tree on one leg. Lucy's seen it across the river. He had the rifle and he said, turned around to me and he goes, "He's a deer." Oh, you see? Oh well, just the rifle then, I'll shoot it up and boom.
How come you didn't shoot a Boise?
You get the rifle?
Oh, eh?
When me and boys were travelling down the road,
Yeah.
his father played the same tricks as what you play on mine. They can carry the gun all the way, and when you see the animal, come here, son, come here, son.
Oh well, let's drag it up to the truck.
Yeah, we just shot that pig around the corner.
Oh, okay.
About 200 metres around the corner.
So how many deer were with that?
Oh no, she was on her own with a yearling.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Alrighty.
But that group of 40
Yeah.
was just up the road here.
Right.
Or up the creek.
Oh, there was a big mob further up.
Yeah. Sunbathing.
Sunbathing. What a mongrel day to sunbathe. Good breathers.
Hey, ho,
Mm.
I can still use that finger of yours. It's available.
Well, folks, we got a wet ass. We got the deer. We got a pig, so we're on the board. We're just waiting for Air Haw to bring his truck. She's a bit rugged coming across here. Right there. There, Key. Wow, back up the top. It's nice and sunny up here now. The wind's dropped a bit, eh?
Mm.
So about over 35 years ago, when I was a young whippersnapper, I shot a big stag down this track. It was just a goat track back then. And it took me 3 carries to get all the meat up. First carry, I took my rifle up, my pack up, some meat, and the head. So the head wasn't a big head, but it was
a 12.
It was a 12 pointer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then I had to go down 2 more times to get the rest of the meat. On my last trip up with the last lot of meat, someone had stolen my head. So there was a roading crew working up here. And I went there threatened to punch all their lights out if I didn't get my head back. Never got it back. Fucking mongrels.
God damn, I can play all day with that guy.
We're on the riverbed. We've set up a range so we can zero in Adrian's rifle. We've never done this MOA stuff before, so we're just teaching ourselves. So we're going to zero it at 100 and shoot at 400 and try and do a drop chart.
These two couldn't screw a fucking light bulb in. Oh fuck, these are my cousins. Cullum in the orange, Boise the black.
So when these are the students. That's pretty good. That's bang on, eh? Near enough?
Yeah.
Alright. Every time a bullet travels a second, it drops 9.8 seconds. Okay?
Yeah.
Right, let's go and have a look. Yeah, so that's the group at 100 metres. We've got a bit of a wind that's stuffing the bullets up. We're having to wait till the wind dies down. It's pretty gusty. Some watercress, we're going to go down and grab some. Get a little bit more, we'll be right. It's all going to grow back. It'll eh?
Yeah.
Alrighty. That's our funnel. It looks neat with the snow on it. Just come back a bit. Look at that. What a beautiful view. Nice day, eh, ho?
Nice day, alright?
Nice bit of venison.
Beautiful day today.
We saw a lot of deer up the hill today.
Did you?
Yeah, we didn't want to shoot anything. We just flew the drone around.
Sweet.
Hey, come on. Whereabouts?
No, she's down.
It's down?
The third one's down. Yep. Oh,
I couldn't even see the friggin' thing.
too much, brothers. Too much, Neff.
Yep. Alright, let's find the way down there. Shit, did you see it with your eye?
I saw with that eye.
That eye. Uncle Adrian just shot a deer down in the river. It's about a half an hour till dark. We stopped to have a look on our way back from our hunt. Yep, too much. Cullum shot I should have had this earlier. Cullum shot a fallow deer, so we've got that in the back of the truck. Choice!
The old man's just going up now. There was an orange beanie, but if you just see through there, you might see him. He's dragging it. Fuck around to Uncle Adrian. He's carrying it out. Fuck around. That was 20 minutes work. And here comes the old man now. A true native. And another native driving the Mitsubishi Triton. Oh, she's a bit rough. Oh. That's how it's done, folks. Just seen a pig on the road. And Uncle Adrian's running to see if he can get a shot.
This is Callum's fallow deer that he shot tonight. Alright Callum, tell us how you shot it. What happened?
Well, we're just walking down the track.
Yep.
And then I just heard a little noise up in the bush, so I just looked up and then saw this. And so I was quickly, oh yeah, boom, shot it. And then he dropped.
Too much, alright, you're onto it. Ooh. Yeah, so this was Adrian's deer on the way home. Spotted it across the river. I actually couldn't see the friggin' thing, but Adrian saw it with his naked eye. Shot it. So that was good. We've got a couple of more deer to add to our tally of, I think we've got four deer now. And 2 nice eating pigs to take home. And we've got one more hunt in the morning to do. Choice. You fellas have a good morning, Callum.
I told him before they spun out and they go, you guys get a deer. I said, yeah. Fuck, oh shit. Jump up to 120 and bait.
Oh, that's a nice little deer.
That deer is dead.
Morning. Ma and I came back from the coast yesterday afternoon, got back about 5 o'clock, son? Yeah, 5 o'clock. So we're just at our beach home. We live in our Papakainga up here at Bowen Town. Well, we actually live in Rotorua. Our home is there, but this is where we are during the weekends and holidays and things. So this is our mahi kai tree. We hang all our animals in this tree. So it's a good place to hang your meat to dry, as long as the seagulls don't shit on them. But we've got a bit of meat there from the weekend. We got 5 deer and 3 pigs, so we did pretty good. So Ma's just started cutting up the meat. This is his batch. Ma and I built that. We built it for about 4 grand. We got most of the stuff off Trade Me. Pretty gunny, I reckon. And that's the back of our batch, our porch. And the 2-story White House over there, that's my mother and father's. And this is a view from the front of our place. The Bowen Town Boating Club is about 800 metres in the direction we're looking. You can see it's low tide. Looks like the tide's just turned and it's coming in. That's the Kaimais in the background. And about 30 miles that way up, down the harbour, is Tauranga. Mum and Dad's. The house way in the far distance there, that was my grandfather's. The marae is just behind him. This beach here is called Peel's Beach. Peel's Beach extends a little over a K, I suppose, from the boating club. We're Te Whānau Tau Whao, part of Ngaitarangi. On my mother's side, we're Ngaitarangi and Whakatohea, or Ngāti Ira from Opotiki, the Waiweka Gorge. On my father's side, we're Ngāti Maniopoto, Tainui. Yeah, one important aspect with meat is to keep it clean and hygienic. Treat it with respect. You've got to eat it, you've got to feed it to other people, so treat it with respect. That meat looks good, eh, son?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just cut it into the muscle groups, whack it in the Tupperware containers. We'll put it in the fridge for another few days, and then we'll bag it. We've finished boning out all the venison, cutting it all up. We've got it all in one of our big fridges. Lucky we've got 2 big fridges and a small one, because our chillers in Rotorua this Christmas, Adrian and I are going to build a chiller over here at the beach for us. Otherwise we've got to go and stick it in the marae chiller. So there's a bit of pork there, nice side of wild boar. We like to singe our pigs, and we like to singe our pigs on the manuka fire, so the manuka puts a nice flavour, nice smell on the pork. So later on I'm going to cut a bit of that pork up. We picked some watercress yesterday. I'm going to make a boil up. Yep, I give it to those two nephews of mine, Boise and Cullum. They made us a couple of big pots for our hunting trip. They made a beautiful pot of mince. Yeah, it was bloody yum. What else they make?
Wild pork, they hung in too.
Oh, that's right. Plus they hung 2 boned out pieces of wild pork. Yeah, Manuka singed. It was absolutely beautiful. Right, yeah, so we've probably got about 80 kilos of boned out venison, so that's a heap. We got a lot of venison. We got 5 deer, so a lot of meat. So that's going to last us for quite a while. We won't need to go for a hunt till Christmas. Pork, we're going to cut up. I'm going to make a boil up tonight. The rest will go probably into our smoker. Be nice in the smoker, eh, son? Smoke it with Manuka. Long, slow Manuka cook. Be beautiful. Look at that, folks. That's beautiful. Naitarangi, the only place to be. Ngāti Porou when we're on the coast. So we're home on our coast today. Alright, if you're a Maori pig hunter, there's nothing better than Manuka singed pork. Here, look at that beautiful pork. Nice and parchal, plenty of fat on it. And right here, we've got our watercress. That's Ngāti Porou watercress, Ngāti Porou pork. Not very good pickers, my pickers, but it's alright, it's going to be sweet. We're going to cook ourselves a boil up tonight. Yeah, here's the cut, bottom of the ribs. You can see it's got some nice fat on it. Cook it until that parchal under the skin there is nice and soft, melts in your mouth. You can see the fat in the ribs, fat here. So I'm going to continue cutting those up, sort of that size, and we'll whack them in the pot. Alrighty, that is good. My knife's a bit blunt. I need to put the stone on it. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, that's embarrassing. Fancy that, a hunter having a blunt knife. Yep, so there we have those ribs. I just need to cut them in half, season them, put them in the pot, put them on for 2 hours to simmer. Yep, all chopped up. Looks bloody beautiful. I'm just cleaning the watercress. I've done the spuds and the kumara to go in the boil up, so I'm just doing our watercress, cleaning it. Make sure there's no grass, no dirt or anything like that in it. So I'll just show you what I'm doing. So here we are, just got the tap on a little bit. There we go. Just give it a good clean like this. Look out for anything that shouldn't be in there, like grass. Any old yellow stuff, take that out. Oh, that looks yum. That looks yum. And just one thing to remember with watercress, same with kuha, make sure you've got plenty of stalk. Rightio people, so here's our pot. Meat's looking pretty good. It's been in there for a couple of hours. So what we're going to do is put our spuds, our kumara. Those of you who don't know what kumara is, it's sweet potato. Add a bit of salt for seasoning, probably a good teaspoon. Then we put our watercress in. So the watercress boils down, so you need to put a lot in. So fill it up, don't be shy. There we are. Get those stalks in there. Those stalks, you need that. Helps with the crunchiness, etc. So that's a pot full. Chuck in a bit more seasoning over the top, bit of salt. Whack the lid on. Simmer for another hour and a half, and it'll be perfect. It'll be done. Alrighty, so that's our boil up. We'll just wait until it's ready. Our wild pork, watercress, potato and kumara boil up. It's ready. It smells beautiful. I'll just show you the pot. Right, there's a shot of the pot. Man, that looks nice. So we're going to have it for tea. So in an hour or so time when we have its tea, we'll just reheat it. And we're into it. That, folks, is Fat Freddy. Hey, Fat Fred. You're the namesake to our YouTube channel. Fat Freddy. Yeah.
You fellas got me this guitar in Hamilton when I was little.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Along with your size 14 rugby boots. 15. I'm going to have some of the pork, wild pork boil up I made a day or so ago. I've had a couple of feeds off it already. It's absolutely beautiful. So here it is, people. Here's our watercress. Some spuds. And this is the pork. So you see here, This was a boar. That there was part of its shield. You can see that it's cooked from solid hard armour to nice and soft, and it tastes beautiful. I'm just going to eat a bit. Yeah, so that's a bit of the shield there. It's nice and soft. It's a bit of an acquired taste. I was brought up with it, so I love it. A lot of people think this is exclusively Maori food, the boil up. But the boil up was brought to New Zealand by the Europeans. The early Maoris saw the boil ups on the ships when the Europeans came in on their ships. And one of the delicacies of the European was the shield on the boar. This part cooked for about 4 hours, simmered till it was nice and soft, and they used to eat it with a lot of salt on it. It's bloody nice. So you get a bit of meat, a bit of watercress, a bit of spud, like this. I got with the bread. Needs a bit more tute, that's salt. So what I do is I cook myself a boil up on the weekends. I plan it to last maybe 4 meals. Put it in Tupperware in the fridge, and then take it out into a small pot, cook it in a small pot, just a meal size portion each time. And over the winter I take the boil up my food flask to work, heat it up in the morning, breakfast time, stick it in the flask, butter a few bits of bread, fill up the coffee flask, and off to mahi, and you've got a nice warm nourishing food. I've got friends whose wives won't cook boil up because they reckon it stinks, it smells the house out, and they think it's gross. Well, all I've got to say to women like that is this: so there's nothing healthier than a wild pork and watercress boil up. In Maori we call that watercress te hua whenua. That's fruit of the earth, and watercress is a superfood. There's no chemical crap or anything like that in it. And the same with the wild pork. The wild pork wasn't brought up in some stink pigsty. It was brought up in the bush, lived on, kai from the bush. Nothing healthier. Yum, that's nice.